Welcome to my art fight showcase of 2026. I'm gonna be honest, this is not every attack that I did over all of July. I thought that the video would be too long if I added them all. So if you end up enjoying this and want a part 2, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can make another one. This is also the first time I've done a talking video in over a year, so bear with me. Now, I decided I would treat this as kind of a little speed paint commentary type video. I don't have much to say about the actual attacks. For this year, I guess I can start with what my goals were for 2026. Last year, I didn't end up having nearly as much steam throughout the entire month as I thought I would to make attacks. So I ended up, I think it was around maybe 17 attacks in total, which was way less than my first year. And I didn't do many full bodies, so that was kind of one of my goals this year, was do more full body attacks. Because I mainly did headshots and I did a few like bust shots as well. But I don't think I might have done one full body now that I'm thinking about it, but it wasn't nearly as much as I wanted. And my other goal was to complete 15 attacks, which I actually had up on my bio for this year. So every time I did an attack, I would go in and change the number. So that was kind of fun. I enjoyed having like a counter to, force myself to draw some more, because I really did lose a bit of steam, I guess, around the second week, because I I still work full-time outside of school, so I would be at work all day and then I'd come home and I would not want to draw. And I did end up completing my goal. I think I did 17 or 16 attacks in total, so I reached my goal. I haven't quite decided what the number is going to be for next year. I'm thinking maybe 20 attacks. I feel like that's probably a good spot to go from the 15 that I had, but also not kind of put too much pressure on doing more than I can handle in the summer. Which, I mean, there's no pressure. I could just not do the goal, but I like to complete the things that I start, so I do like having that goal of attacks for the whole month. I also, what else did I do? I did some mass attacks this year. Not huge ones, they were smaller ones, but I tried to, it was a lot of warrior cats, I'm gonna be honest. So I did a group of apprentices, all from the same person, and then a lot of like duo characters. So if I went onto someone's profile and I saw that they had characters that kind of had a similar story, or like from the same world or same story, then I would try and draw those two characters together. And I thought that was really fun. I like reading the lore or stories of other people's characters, and I feel like it's such a fun thing to receive art of the characters and stories that you put so much into. So I had a great time drawing those duo characters, as I call them. What else did I do this year? I mainly went last year. I didn't have as many characters pre-bookmarked. This year I kind of just went in, I finished up a revenge or two that I didn't get to last year, and then I attacked strangers, which I found really entertaining, and I haven't tried that before in any of the other years. I just went to the old, I think it was the old, because I know that there's 2 different discover options. I think I went to the old section and did random character or random user, and I did tag search as well, because I was mainly doing warrior cats, which you can probably tell. I don't think I did any non-feral character this year. Last year I ended up doing, I think I attempted a human or 2, and also some like non-feral, non-anthro characters, which was also a step outside of my comfort zone, and it was fun, and I think I'm probably gonna try it again next year, but I'm gonna work on my skills before then, because I want to deliver something that I would, feel proud of, instead of something that I just did because there was no feral characters to attack, which is what I mainly draw. So it's fun to try other things, but also I don't think I'd ever stop attacking feral characters, especially warrior cats ones. I just can't seem to step away from that. And my goals for next year, of course I'm gonna try to do some more mass attacks. I had a lot of fun last year. I think it was the year before, the Seafoam year. I ended up doing an animated mass attack, which was my first animated one for ARTFIGHT, and I found that one was really fun. It was a lot of work. I would start it earlier than I did. I started it, I think it was the second last week before ARTFIGHT ended. So I was on a really huge time crunch, and I don't think I was quite prepared for how fast I had to move. I got it done, but I rushed. So there was some sloppy-ish art done for some characters that I wasn't very happy with. So I definitely will give myself more time if I do an animated one next year, which I haven't decided on. I definitely do want the mass attacks. I want to do some more group attacks. Like this year I would pick characters from one person and draw them, which was another really cool, I guess you would call it a trend I saw this year, where people were trying to draw one person's entire, I guess, catalog of characters. And I thought that was really interesting and fun, but I never ended up getting around to it, because there was so many characters from strangers in my bookmarks, and I wanted to get through them before the end. I didn't. Heads up. I think we all try to get through our bookmarks and fail, because I was also doing defense. I like to I always prioritize defenses if I can, and if I don't finish them one year, I do them next year. It's just something I like to do. I know other people don't, worry so much about trying to do an attack of someone who attacked them back, but I personally just find that I like to do that for other people, and will continue to do that as long as I can. But I don't want to just focus on the defenses, because I do want to do the characters that I have found and think are interesting as well. So my goals for next year are definitely some more mass attacks, in quotations, mass attacks, but more group attacks, some more of those duo attacks I was talking about, which were so fun. I really enjoyed them, and I will be doing them again. But yeah, I think pretty much that was it for my ARTFIGHT goals this year, and my goals for next year as well. Although something I also wanted to talk about was I noticed there was a lot of conversation in the community about Art Fight as a whole. And personally, I didn't have any poor experiences with Art Fight this year. I may have had an instance or two of someone not commenting on my attacks for them, but I don't get myself too discouraged over that. I know some people are busy and all that, and some people just don't comment. And at the end of the day, I do it because I like the character and I'm having fun anyway, so I don't let it bother me too much. But I've never had any negativity. Even when I was starting my first year, I didn't find any issues with people in my beginner art. Not that I'm not a beginner now, but when I was less confident in my art, I feel like some negativity from people would definitely put me down. But I never experienced that. Every interaction I had in all 3 of my art fights have always been really positive, and I enjoyed the community, and I keep coming back, so obviously I like it to some extent. But it's such a great way to see other artists and other characters in the media that you enjoy. And it really has helped my art, I think. If you compare the attacks that I did this year to the attacks I did in my first year, there's just so much. Well, I think, and in my opinion, that there's been a lot of improvement with how I draw my little cats here. And I think it was doing art for other people, doing characters that I wasn't used to, that really kind of pushed me to do more complex designs or complex characters and movements. I usually would go with the same poses, and in Art Fight I really like to push myself to try and do more elaborate ones that I maybe wouldn't do on my own. And it's really great for growing in my own art and seeing other people grow in their own, my mutuals, as they go about their own art fight journeys. But I do really like the community. It's a really fun time of year, and I'm sure people have other opinions about art fight toxicity or how good it is to beginners, but I think overall Art Fight is really fun, and I'll be coming back for as many more years as I can handle. So I believe that we have reached the end of the video. Part 1 possibly, part 2 coming if people are interested in it. And I will showcase some of the attacks that I got this year, and I will put the picture of their Art Fight user and their other social medias next to the picture. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, night, morning. See you in the next one.